Hello, apologies for the late-ish start. Had to sort out a couple of things, the graphics were being strange. But I am here now. So thank you for being patient with me. But yeah, ready to go. Thank you, Rose Roy, for the support. But you know, when in this stream, I'll just say this now. I know you don't like MCFR, but let's try to keep it to the topic of the stream, which is, of course, which is, of course, the preview. So, of course, City's Champions League campaign starts tomorrow. Exciting. It's an exciting time. Really. I do know MCFR is going to this game. I hope he has a lot of fun. But yeah, I hope you're excited for the game. And I doubt that Rose Roy. There's tons of fans going to the game. I doubt all of them are trying to stalk you. So don't worry about it, Rose Roy. I think MCFR is just trying to have a bit of fun, But anyway, let's crack on with it. As you can see, the 11 isn't too daring that I've selected, but there is a couple of changes. Like, someone you'll notice straight away is that Ruben Diaz isn't in my starting 11, and I'll get onto that. But anyway, we'll start with the goalkeeper. Wait there, sorry. Yeah, but goalkeeper Edison, makes sense to have him in the 11. The first Champions League game, important that we've got our main keeper in goal. Really not much needs to be said on Edison, other than he's been playing really well recently. Had that really, really good save against from that header by Kurt Zuma, so props to Edison on that. But Edison and net, pretty obvious, simple choice. But anyway, we move on to our back line. Kyle Walker, of course, is our number one right back. I think he's playing so well this season. Playing really, really well. He's taken the captain armband, and it's like it's almost changing him. He is City's official captain going into this season as well, so a lot to be said with that. But yeah, Kyle Walker, our captain, he will probably start. Nathan Ake and Akanji is my centre back pairing. Nathan Ake, solid choice, rarely puts a foot wrong. Do I know a town called Conway? I mean, I know of the town, yeah. I know of the town. Yeah, I do. And if you didn't know, I'm sure you do, but if you didn't know, we have partnered up with Conway Borough FC. Small Welsh team in North Wales. Yeah, well, from what I've seen, because I've recently been to Conway because of the partnership. Yeah, I'll be careful, of course, but yeah, it's gonna bring a lot of content to the channel and all that. So yeah, I hope you all are excited for that, but we'll get back onto the preview now. I've put in an Ake over Ruben Diaz just because I think it's important for Ruben Diaz to get a break. because I think Ruben Diaz is so crucial for us, and I think tomorrow will be a game that he might just get a rest. A signature? Who, like off the players, or like who? I'm not really bothered about getting a signature of anyone, but if you're on about it in that kind of way, like a player signing my shirt or something like that. I'm more famous than all the players, they should be interviewing you. Yeah, well, I'll be interviewing them because, it's going to bring in interesting kind of content to the channel. Hopefully it's going to bring a lot of good stuff to our channel. But Nathan Ake coming in for Ruben Diaz. Nathan Ake always plays well whenever he plays, so I don't see why not. And Akanji, he has a mistake in him, but, I back Akanji. He was really well back end of the season and has played decently well this season. By the way, I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle Walker gets a rest, I'd like to add. Yeah, because Kyle Walker obviously can't play every single game. Sorry if you can hear the wind, by the way, really strong winds today rather than rain. Anyway, we'll jump on to Josko Vardio. He's been playing decent so far this season, and 77 million. We've bought him to assuming they come into the side and perform, and I think he's been doing that. So yeah, Josko Vardio coming in at left back and probably staying there. Now then, I predicted Matheus Nunes to have a debut against West Ham. He didn't, but I am predicting him again this game. This is a game I wouldn't be surprised if you see Calvin Phillips play, by the way. Maybe he'll start or come on in the second half. Either way, I think Calvin Phillips will get a bit more minutes than he usually does. But Matheus Nunes, I think he'll get his debut tomorrow, because it's either him or Bernardo, it seems, who will play there. And apparently Bernardo's pretty quiet against West Ham. We got a goal, but that's like all we did, other than a couple of little bits. So I reckon Matheus Nunes will be given a full game today. It seems to be the pattern of players getting appearances. They'll play off the bench, and then they'll get a full game. So Matheus Nunes, I think, will get a start today. On in 10 if you're still streaming. Yeah, welcome to the chat, MCFR. Should be still streaming. We've got Rose Roy in here, so be careful. But yeah, welcome to the chat, MCFR. Thank you for tuning in. Rodri, hardly puts a foot wrong. He's the best CDM in the world. It's why he's basically undroppable that we have to keep playing him. I hope Calvin Phillips gets a bit more minutes this game. I'd like Calvin Phillips to even maybe start, but I just don't think he will. Calvin Phillips, I feel bad for him because I think he's a Premier League quality CDM, but he's competing with Rodri, who is like the best CDM in the world, so it's difficult for him. Anyway, we'll jump on to Jeremy Doku on the right wing. Had a man of the match performance against West Ham. He was absolutely brilliant. He was so good against West Ham. Hopefully he's only going to get better. Got himself a goal, made some chances. He set Haaland up for a tap-in, which Haaland somehow didn't score, so Jeremy Doku, he played really well against West Ham, and he really, really impressed Pep. He really impressed Pep. Pep said he looked shy in his second game, but he just looked like he fit right in his... No, he looked shy in his first game, but he looked like he was at home in his second, so... Jeremy Doku, great to see that he had that great game against West Ham. Hopefully he's going to kick on and do really well from here on. Julian Alvarez, getting all the praises from Pep Guardiola as of late. He got 2 assists against West Ham, of course, which is, great for him. Of course, he basically he put us back into the game, didn't he, with those 2 assists. And he almost got a great free kick as well. So Julian Alvarez playing really well recently. I won't lie, I wasn't too sure of him at Cam. I like seeing Phil Foden there, but I don't mind Alvarez playing there now. He's really proved me wrong, to be fair to him, so can only praise him for that. But Julian Alvarez has been playing really well, and hopefully it's just going to get better. On to Phil Foden, as we did just mention him. Phil Foden was playing really well before the international break. Welcome, Yusuf Gamer. Yeah, you're back. I hope you had a great time watching Spurs. Did you stay to the whole game? Because obviously you were losing in added time. Tell me all about it. School ended late for you today. Unlucky, mate. Sorry guys, I'm just going to clean my glasses. Just talking about tomorrow's match and who I think is going to start and all that. But Phil Foden, I did think that his position was going to be at jeopardy for this one. I wasn't sure whether Phil Foden would start or not, because Bernardo Silva, will Bernardo Silva get the benefit of the doubt? But I don't know, I think Phil Foden might have just done enough to keep him in the 11. Although I love Bernardo Silva, and I'm happy to see him play. And wait there, just going to finish off cleaning my glasses. That's one lens. They're really dirty. There you go, that's 2. Yeah, he stayed to the end. Well, good, because you obviously went back to do that great turnaround in added time. So, that must have been scenes for you. But anyway, we jump on to Erling Haaland, the striker. Got himself a goal against West Ham. Okay. Well, you didn't miss any goals though, did you? Well, you didn't miss Sheffield United's goal. You obviously didn't miss the Spurs goals. But at least you managed to get in eventually. Welcome to the chat, by the way, Yusuf Gamer. It's great to have you here. But Erling Haaland got himself a goal against West Ham, but he missed so many chances. He could have had a hat-trick. I'm pretty sure he basically had 2 open goals, and he missed them both. So hopefully it's just a blip game, and he'll be right back to scoring the hatful of goals we know he can. But yesterday was a game where you probably thought he could have definitely gotten his first away game hat-trick, So, Erling Haaland, not his best game against West Ham, but he got a goal in the end, so he did his job. So, and plus it's Erling Haaland, you can't really drop him. And it could be a field day for us tomorrow. We're going in obvious favourites. I hadn't heard of this team before we drew them, so we should be winning tomorrow. We should be winning tomorrow night. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a couple of changes, a couple of rested players, but I think Pep's going to take it quite seriously. So it's why I've put out quite serious 11, but I've still given a player or 2 a rest. You were so sad at the 7 minute of added time. Spurs scored, Richarlison did it, and then 2-1. It must have been crazy, you know. You must have been jumping, like honestly. Yeah, I really want to experience something like that, you know, like a late turnaround. I really want to know what that's like at the ground. But yeah, that must have been crazy, Yusuf Gamer. You know, and you managed to remain in that top 4. Are Spurs still second, or have Liverpool overtaken you? What's the sitch? You're either second or third, I'm sure. I'll check the table. You guys going to be watching Nottingham Forest versus Burnley? Let me know. By the way, watch along next week. Next week on Sunday. I'm pretty sure it's on Sunday. We are actually going to be doing a watch along for Arsenal versus Spurs. You know, that's going to be a great game. So keep your eyes out for that. In fact, we got 2 Spurs watch alongs coming out very soon. We got Arsenal vs Tottenham, Sunday the 24th. Stream will probably start about 1:30. And then you got the following week on Saturday, 30th, Spurs vs Liverpool at 5:30. So, you know, we're going to have 2 great Spurs games coming up. 9-0 prediction from Ethan. When don't you predict 9-0, eh? But, you know, this is probably your best chance of getting a 9-0. I've predicted 5-0, so I'm quite far off you, but I'm still, you know, going quite high ball. I think City got to make a good impression. We got to walk out of that ground showing that we're serious about going back to back, you know, because that's the level we're at. We can go back to back. We're the best team in the world. You know, that's the long and short of it. We are factually the best team in the world. Just on the treble. You know, we've got some of the best players you could have in the world. We've got the best striker, the best midfielder, one of the best left wingers, 2 of the best left wingers, you know, the best CDM. So many pluses to this side. You know, we've got to show that we're serious about going back to back. Haaland 6 goals. I hope so, because then he would break the record, of course. You know, because he got 5 against Leipzig, but subbed off. Couldn't beat that record. But yeah, Erling Haaland should be scoring tomorrow. You know, in the end, I'm not bothered if we win 1-0. I'll be happy, but. I don't know, I think this has got a lot of goals in it. On Wednesday night we are going to do a watch along for Man United vs Bayern Munich. You know, that will surely be a good game. What are your thoughts on Man United at the moment? Haaland will beat Ronaldo's record soon. Hope so, Yusuf. Hey MCFR, welcome to the stream. We got Ethan, we got Yusuf, we got MCFR now, completing the set. Slowly but surely. Just need to get Ali Lolo in here. Get Gomez on. Interesting. Let me know your thoughts on the predicted lineup that I've put out there. You know, what would you change? Because obviously we've all got different opinions. So, you know, give me your thoughts on it. I'm interested. But you want Gomez on at left back, I'd assume. Or maybe you're thinking left wing. But definitely that left-hand side. I want to see Gomez. I really want to see him. I'd like him to start against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. So, can't wait for the match tomorrow. I bet you can't. You know, going live to the ground. Crazy experience. Yeah, hopefully there's going to be a lot of goals for you, MCFR. Hope you have tons of fun, mate. Calvin Phillips. I don't think a shout for Calvin Phillips is actually too far off the truth in this. I think Calvin Phillips actually might have a chance to get in the team. And I'd like him to get in the team. I think if there's a game to do it, it's this game. Rodri's going to need a rest. I was almost pissing Calvin Phillips in this 11. That's how close I was. But guess where you're at on Saturday? You're going to be watching Nottingham Forest? You think 6-1? Yeah, 6-1. It's not out the window. I said 5-0. Ethan said 9-0. You're always going high scoring, Ethan. So yeah, but it's gonna be a good one. Hopefully it's gonna be just really entertaining, good fun. And we're gonna keep an eye on all the Champions League games tomorrow. So we'll be watching the City one, but say there's a goal in the Newcastle game against AC Milan, we'll definitely do something for that. I'm going to have a look at UCL games coming up. Because there's going to be a bunch of UCL fixture watch-alongs, as you can probably assume. Ooh. Nah. I was thinking of doing an AC Milan vs Newcastle watch-along at 5:45 tomorrow, but then I've got to go live at 8. Nah, I won't do two watch-alongs tomorrow. It's a shame I can't do PSG Dortmund. That would have been nice. Just looking at potential watch-alongs that we can do. Oh, guess where you're sat at the game. Okay, my bad. No idea. Behind the manager. Next to Pep Guardiola, Ethan. No, not Ethan. MCFR. Good news, says Yusuf Gamer. Break the news to me, Yusuf. Nah, we can't do it. We can't do Newcastle versus No, we can't do a Newcastle vs PSG watch along. Match day 2. It's on the same day as the City game. Oh, we can do Real Madrid vs Napoli though. That'll be good. Man, we can't even do Newcastle vs Dortmund. What can we do though? Nah, nothing good there. Nothing worth doing. South Stand level 3. Nearly got 150 subs, Yusuf. I hope you get there super duper soon, mate. Hopefully you hit your target. It's always good to hit targets. South Stand level 3. That's pretty low down, right? I really don't know grounds that well, so yeah, is that behind the goal? Pretty low. That's pretty good seats if it is. Nothing to do on match day 4. Nah, you gotta be joking me. Man. Oh, highest up. Behind the goal, 3rd floor. Okay, that's still pretty nice seats. Your ears died when Tottenham scored those 2 goals. I bet they did, Yusuf. The crowd would have gone wild, mate. They would have been roaring. Behind the goal, 3rd floor. That's pretty good there. I hope you enjoy it, MCFR. Man, it's a shame we won't be able to do Group F watch-alongs, guys. That sucks. I mean, maybe we can do Dortmund versus Newcastle on the 7th of November. Planning quite far ahead. Yusuf Gamer with the meow. No Ali Lolo to go at you for it. Maybe someone else will take his place, but no Ali Lolo to make you have to worry. But I hope everyone's excited for the game tomorrow, especially you, MCFR. I hope that it all goes perfect for you. You know, and we get the win and all that. But I'm going to wrap it up here. It's been a nice little stream, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. You know, support's great as usual. So tomorrow we've got the City watch along, and then on Wednesday we've got the United watch along against Bayern. Thursday we got the match review for tomorrow's game. Friday we've got match preview for whatever it's called, Nottingham Forest match. Saturday we've got the watch along. Sunday we've got Spurs versus Arsenal. So we're full on schedule this week, which is great. You liked, Yusuf. Thank you Yusuf for liking, and thank you everyone else who liked, because I'm sure a couple of other people in here have liked the stream as well. Yeah, thank you MCFR. Someone allowed me to use their intro. Nice, you know. I'm sure streams are going to be quite hyped now. But anyway, guys, I will wrap it up here. Thank you. Oh, Clinical, you've just joined as the watch along is ending. Hi Clinical, just want to say, nice stream with Big Steve, by the way. I only tuned in for a bit, but it sounded good. I remember you talking about favourite City players of all time and all that. So welcome to the stream, Clinical. If Phillips doesn't play tomorrow, then it's looking pretty bad for him. I really want Phillips to play, but I just got a really bad feeling he won't. So, when is the Tottenham vs Arsenal? Sunday. It's a 2 o'clock kickoff, so we'll be here live at like 1:30. Yeah, but welcome, Clinical. You have just joined as we're wrapping up. So, you know, take that as you will. But thank you all for watching. Thank you, Clinical, for joining right at the end. But, you know, joining nonetheless. So, thanks an absolute bunch. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for your support. Your support is great as usual. And I'll see you all in the next one.